partner with FinValterra Consulting, whose focus is emerging markets. Earlier, he worked with Goldman Sachs as analyst. FinValterra Consulting is a private equity advisory firm operating from New York, focusing into venture and sovereign funds in Asia Pacific. Today we are going to discuss why is Sri Lanka advantageous to businesses operating in Asian cultural realm. Ashwini, can you tell us, as an outsider, how difficult is it to start business in Sri Lanka?
Not at all difficult, Preeti. See, Sri Lanka offers least throughput time for any business to start and operate. You can start doing the business within 7 days in Sri Lanka. There are no hurdles in the process, and moreover, everything is online now. For example, company name approval takes 2 days, company secretary signs the consent in 1 day, 2 more days to get the company registered, and 1 day each for getting the TIN and labor department approvals. So effectively, in 7 days, you are up and running. Moreover, this all takes 11,000 Sri Lankan rupees. Also, you have two options to start your business. You can either take board of investment route, wherein you have to make a minimum investment of 50 million Sri Lankan rupees, approximately 400,000 USD. BOI will arrange for work visas, you will give tax exemption for minimum 4 years, and duty-free imports of your capital goods. Secondly, you may choose the direct route option, wherein there is no minimum investment that is required, and you can set up the company under normal laws of Sri Lanka. You will not get the visa automatically, and there is a 40% ownership requirement. But still, you can register the company in a way that you have the total control over the company.
Okay, Ashwini. My next question is, how are businesses monitored in Sri Lanka?
See, from India, Sri Lanka is as far as Mumbai from Calcutta. The physical proximity offers operational flexibility, and this helps to monitor the business processes. Plus, you can get trustworthy partners in your business to collide with.
Where will Sri Lankan economy help in my business?
See, it depends on which sector you are in. In general, Sri Lankan economy grew 6.4% in 2012, while inflation was maintained at a single digit. Along with it, Human Development Index and literacy rate, the overall well-being in Sri Lanka stands the highest in Asia. More structurally speaking, the GDP is composed of the heads like wholesale and retail, which contributes 20%, 27% is contributed by transport, banking again contributes 17%, 15% from government, and hotels contribute 6%. Sri Lanka's agriculture sector earns majorly from tea, rubber, and coconut plantation. On manufacturing side, they make textile, leather, processed food, tobacco, chemicals, and petroleum. What is more striking in Sri Lanka is its service sector. Of late, the Sri Lanka is becoming major BPO player in accounting functions. This is merely due to alignment to GAP standard and available education infrastructure, from where a number of youths are educated every year. This has elevated the contribution of service sector in the Sri Lankan economy. Most of developmental and hedge funds have started setting up operations in Sri Lanka. Therefore, in coming times, one can say that Sri Lanka is pictured as another Singapore in making.
My next question is, how do you see Sri Lanka in terms of opportunities in this decade?
See, Sri Lanka as a destination or partner in business has real good opportunities. I would rate it 4 on a scale of 5. Here the entry barriers are not that high. There are many shared investment opportunities here. Due to peace dividend nature of the economy, the opportunities come flying by due to development after the civil war has ended and for reconstruction.
My last question is, how do religion help me while doing business in Lanka?
Being religious is one thing and to be into business is another. In Sri Lanka, most of the people follow Buddhism. They intend to have strong Buddhist culture affinity. Therefore, though not directly, but indirectly, having a Buddhist culture helps. Indirectly, it helps in ethical ways, good networking and creating a good atmosphere. The export chart explains further. Sri Lanka exports to the Buddhist countries is much higher than its neighbor India.
Thank you, Ashwini, for your